Cyberpunk is one of the most anticipated and hyped games of the last few years. And even though there are passionate people who love or hate the game, one thing is certain: the world that creator Michael Pondsmith has created is indeed unique, dark, beautiful, and dangerous. Technohuman here, and today we're going to talk about the world and technologies of the Cyberpunk universe. What is possible? How far are we from having cyberware, or flying cars, and more? Welcome to part 1 of Is the Cyberpunk World Possible? One of the biggest technologies in the world of cyberpunk is the concept of cyberware. Cyberware is any cybernetic technology that is permanently grafted to the human body. This technology often interacts with the human nervous system. Technology like this is being rapidly researched and advanced. The Icelandic company Osur is one such company pioneering smart limb technology, which allows prosthetics to be controlled in real time using the user's mind. This works by having a set of sensors called IMs surgically implanted in the muscle tissue. These sensors then send signals to the prosthetic which trigger movement. Now, even though these prosthetics are far from gorilla arms or mantis blades, the foundation is there. Future prosthetics could incorporate special materials like graphene, which is a super thin material that is harder than diamond. This material could possibly lead to super strong prosthetics powered by a long-lasting battery. In the world of cyberpunk, people have the ability to do scans and receive real-time information about the physical world around them. Many of us have heard of smart glasses like Google Glass, but there are companies out there such as Mojo Vision, based out of Silicon Valley, that are working on a new type of technology called Mojo Lens. Early concepts would have a wearable accessory that would either leverage a device or cloud computing that would interact with the lens itself. These contact lenses could provide many use cases such as real-time language translation, or enhanced vision, which are many features we see in Cyberpunk 2077. Even though these are still proof of concept, the research and investment is there, which could later pave the way for clinical trials. In Cyberpunk, one of the coolest weapons is the concept of smart weapons. These weapons interact with the user's cyberware, providing real-time data and also homing ability for projectiles. This is already being worked on by DARPA, which is a research and development agency of the Department of Defense. The goal is to incorporate ammunition that is able to alter the flight path in real time to stay on target. What we do have currently is smart rifle technology currently being available from Tracking Point. Tracking Point has created a rifle that implements a tag and shoot type of scheme. Targets are tagged, and then data is presented showing the precise firing solution for the target. It is also possible to shoot around corners without looking via glasses. This could possibly be linked with the smart contacts we mentioned previously. One of the main themes of the world of cyberpunk is the abusive power of multinational corporations. These corporations are stronger than some countries and often will have significant military-grade security forces or technology. They will often sabotage each other, commit assassinations, abductions, and other crimes. Corporations in cyberpunk have even started full-scale global wars. However, the standard corporations in the real world are much less powerful. Sure, some of the largest corporations have revenue that exceed the GDP of entire countries. They can lobby Congress and exert some influence, but they do not have standing armies, security forces, or hitmen. Wouldn't it be strange if one day you heard in the news that Burger King abducted the Wendy's girl? So standard corporations do not exert the power that we see in cyberpunk, but there is one type of corporation that possibly can: the PMC, or private military contractor. PMCs are pretty much soldiers for hire, with the industry dating back as far as ancient Egypt or Rome. According to a University of California, Berkeley article, America has the strongest national military on Earth, but is also the largest customer of PMCs. Roughly 10% of America's armed forces were privately contracted during World War II, but during the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, the proportion has grown to a staggering 50%. Former President Trump also recruited Eric Prince, the founder of Blackwater security firm, to draft alternative military strategies in the Middle East that would rely primarily on, guess what? PMCs. In your standard army, military officers would control the personnel beneath them. In a PMC, that isn't always the same, as their responsibilities are listed in their written contract. PMCs are also not subject to the Freedom of Information Act, so the public does not have access to data such as the number of contractor casualties. Even though it is highly unlikely, PMCs could emerge as the corpothieves that have grown to hate in the world of cyberpunk. So what do you think? Do you think a world of corpos, cyberware, and smart weapons is possible? And if you do, How many years in the future would this take place? Stay tuned for our next video in this series, and if you like this video, please drop a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.